Okay, so sorry for the awkward break in the video. I got a pile of windows on my screen right now. Just wanted to let you know, uh, I will. There were some issues with the recording of the last part of the last half of footage I did here. Basically, I left the mic off when I was on break again, but I've recorded completely new audio, so you'll have your voice acting. The problem is it won't be completely. You won't get a completely raw. You'll get me after I've already seen the ending once, so I will not have the same reaction I did. That's lost, you know. Sorry to say so, but yeah. I hope you still enjoy the video. Thank you for watching. You're finally here. Hey y'all. Hey. Yo. Yo. Hi Freya. Someone's feeling happy today. Of course. Did they? They approved it. We're so happy for you. Congrats. Oh my. Do you know how happy I am? Judging from your expression, I'd say somewhere between aesthetically and rapturously. You're goddamn right. Oh my god, oh my god. How do they react to the draft? To be honest, they're not that excited about the story itself. A story with an unhappy ending, huh? That's what they said. But at this point, I don't really care. As long as they publish it, I'm content with that. Anyway, whatever happens with the book now, I can take things a little slower. Because they gave me a year to finish it, with a feedback session every month. Sounds professional enough? Of course! They are the biggest publisher around. Enough about me. How's the coffee shop been doing? It's been great. We've had a lot of new customers lately. And some old-timers, of course. I heard Hyde's back from his trip to Korea. Yeah. He brought us some gifts back. He didn't get any from me? I'm not sure, but he did say. He always gives gifts directly. Gift giving the old-fashioned way, huh? How about you? Things are great. Last time I saw you was before your mini break. Yes, we decided to go to Coachella. Wow. That event was a mess. Yeah, 3 hours of the festival was enough for us. So where'd you go after that? We ended up in Port Townsend. How was it? I enjoyed it. Never knew a historical trip could be fun. Oh yeah, I saw your new profile picture, Aqua. I went to go look up the profile picture here, and spoilers, it's fucking adorable. They are the cutest. I love them both so much. They are my friends. Toma da chill. I love it. You both look so cute. Oh man. Thanks. Was that taken during your vacation? No. It was at Max. They had a Japanese-style photo booth there, so I forced her to take a picture together. You were at Max too, Myrtle? Yes. I helped her out a bit with the booth. Thank you. You don't have to keep thanking me. By the way, have any of you heard from Neil? No. Not me. Did they send They did send 2 postcards to the coffee shop. Really? Yeah, one's from Coachella. It's not even that far away. Why send a postcard? Hard to tell with them. What about the second one? It's from New York. What? What are they doing in New York? Beats me, working on their mission, maybe? Yeah, probably. They stand more of a chance there. Anyway, guys, we're leaving for the night. Aw, come on. So soon? We were here for hours before you arrived, and we need to work tomorrow. Fair enough. Take care on your way, then. Good luck with the novel. Thanks. See you, Alexander. See you around. Splorp, splorp, splorp. They look happier than when I first met them. They do. It's not easy to find someone you can be comfortable with in such a short amount of time. Yeah. Anyway. Sorry if it seems like I'm ignoring you, Baileys. No worries. I don't feel ignored at all.
Are you by yourself tonight?
No, I'm waiting for Lua. She has some work to do.
This late at night?
Yeah. She's been doing overtime for the past few days.
How are the two of you doing?
Things have been great. In fact, after 10 years together, we're finally moving in together next month.
Wow, congrats! But I thought Lua lived with her flatmate.
We're moving to a new place. She got promoted recently, and her company's been providing her with an apartment.
Wow, she must be a really big deal in her office.
Well, she definitely earns more than me.
That's not saying much, Baileys.
You shouldn't say that to a fellow freelancer. Oh, here she comes.
Baileys, I'm so sorry. I didn't expect it to take so long. I thought it would be done by...
Honey, it's all right. Freya and Alexander have been keeping me company anyway.
Oh, hey Freya. And Alexander. Sorry for barging in without saying hi. How's it going? I would say things are great. But not as great as you two lovebirds. You told her already?
Only about the moving in part.
As you've heard, we're going to move in together next month. Where is it? Not far. I mean, the company provided the place. So they want to cut my commuting costs as much as possible. That's thoughtful of them. I mean, it means they don't need to reimburse my taxi fees when I'm working overtime. Oh yeah, that too.
It also means we get to visit this place more often.
That's a good point. We owe this coffee shop a lot anyway.
Don't mention it.
I have a question for both of you. Go on. The last time we met, I believe you were going to introduce Baileys to your parents. How did it go?
Man, her father didn't kill me at least.
Well, at least Papa let you eat lunch with us. That's rare, you know.
And at least they didn't say no. Which means a lot, I guess. It was a good start.
It was definitely a good start. Anyway, Baileys, you need to go now, or we'll miss the intro again. You folks going somewhere? Yeah, we're going to watch the Midnight Screaming of Full Metal Conflict. Midnight Screaming? Wow, Alex. I didn't take you for someone who liked FMC, Lua. I don't, but this guy loves it.
Hey, you always enjoyed watching me playing the game.
I enjoy watching you, not the game. Too bad I introduced you to Myrtle just now, Baileys. Too bad I didn't introduce you to Myrtle just now, Baileys. She worked on the game.
Really? Oh well, I'll be visiting this place more often. I'll probably meet her again one of these days.
You probably will. Now go, you lovebirds. You don't want to miss the movie.
Alright, catch up with you later, Freya.
Bye, Alexander.
Enjoy the movie.
There they go. I'm so happy for them.
They've still got a long way to go and probably a lot of obstacles in their path.
But they're moving forward.
Yes. How will you write their story?
As it is. It's beautiful enough, and it has enough drama.
That's one way to put it.
Anyway.
What's that look for? I fucked up the accent.
You haven't told me about any of our other friends here. How are they doing?
You only skipped coming for 10 days. What do you expect?
Come on, they played an important part in my writing process, remember?
Well, there are some updates about the regulars.
Tell me!
Where should we start? Alright. So here's where I messed up during my own recording. Hopefully I'll be able to read everything. Lua now visits this place more often now that they live nearby. The last time they came, they were talking about catering and venues, so they're likely going to get married. Huh, good. I'm happy for them. Hyde returned from his trip to Korea and brought gifts. He's only staying for a while before returning to LA. Aqua continues her work with the university. She's still working on small indie games. The difference is she's not alone now. Neil. The only news about them are the 2 postcards they sent me. Rachel's back at the recording studio preparing for her first solo album. She lost her manager, but is now working with another manager and label. And finally, Freya. She finished her book, got published, and had some signing sessions. Sadly, the book didn't sell well. She still visits regularly, now working as a freelance writer, not giving up on her dream yet. Okay, so I didn't get to read that last one last time, so let's talk about the game. I really like it so far. So far is key word, and I'll get back to that in a minute. But I mentioned at the beginning of the playthrough that this reminded me of a game that I wanted to make, specifically a visual novel involving helping people with their problems while running a tavern. My number one problem with visual novels, 9 times out of 10, is that my favorite visual novels offer a ton of choice, right? And that's probably the biggest issue with this game, is that it doesn't have a lot of branching paths. However, it doesn't seem to be its goal. It wants to tell a set story, and it cares more about being a visual novel than it does a game, and that's good. I really like this game so far. But my idea for my game was that I was going to basically integrate stat rolls into it, similar to an RPG, which makes me really want to play Disco Elysium. I hear that game is basically the visual novel that I've been dreaming of. However, this game is fantastic. I love the music, I love the characters, I adore the characters. Every one of them is just amazing in their own way. The music's fantastic, the art's fantastic. I love the coffee making. And that's pretty much the main gameplay of the game, is just making coffee. But I messed up quite a few recipes, and I'm guessing that if you make those recipes right, you get better endings. And there are certain characters, like Gala, for example, whose entire story / character path might depend on getting his recipe correct. But yeah, I really like the game. It's not over yet. A little thing happens after the credits. Sorry to spoil it. But yeah, we got that coming up here. And yeah, I'm going to be going through it. I'm definitely going to be going through it and trying to get the other endings. So stay tuned for that. And me. Yay! What's great was while I was recording, I was kind of tearing up. But now that I'm going through it again, I'm kind of over it. So that was great. But yeah, I really like these characters. They're really fun. Welcome.
Hello, Alexander.
Good evening, sir. Have we met before? I'm sure this is your first time here.
Of course I've been here. In fact, I've worked here before.
What? Wait. No way. Is that really you?
It's been a while.
You've changed a bit too much.
I've learned a lot about how to live with your people since then.
I assume it was a success then.
Multiple successes.
What's with the new look then?
Just trying to blend in. It seems like an Earthling immigration agency is after me.
Now that you mention it, somebody did visit this place looking for you.
When was it?
Not so long after your second visit here.
Was he a bald guy in a suit?
Yes.
That FIRE agent.
You've seen him.
Yes. Thankfully, I've changed my appearance since then.
By the way,
you can drop the act in front of me.
So you finally noticed.
To think that such a power can be born from our kind. You're good with your act, though.
It took a few tries. But there are some timelines where I forget to pretend that I don't have some knowledge of certain stuff.
Interesting. I'm curious to know about those mistakes.
Well, it happened a few times. First, when Freya told me about her meeting in the elevator. Then it was the first time Rachel visited this place. And the last one involved you on your second visit.
Huh?
Oh, and there was another one right after Freya got her draft updated. Draft approved.
Can you show it to me? assuming you know how I communicate with my kind.
Never tried it, but let's see.
You've beaten the main story of the game, but you haven't seen everything yet.
And I immediately flew into a fucking panic after that, scouring the internet trying to find some sort of guide for multiple endings. However, the best solution I found was simply to go back through the game and just play it normally. Basically fast forwarding all the dialogue I haven't seen and making the coffee perfectly. Here we are again, trying to figure this out. So what I'm basically doing right now is just fast forwarding through the game and only making coffee. And I kind of panic here and return to the main menu. I go through the gallery here to look and see if I missed anything. Maybe I could find some sort of listing. And the key to eventually motivating me to go back through it is noticing the locks there and realizing that, oh, okay, time to go back through the game. Okay, cool. So I then get started on doing that. But yeah, we have some arts of the characters and stuff. I also leave this menu and check the achievements. So yeah. Right. So, what are we doing? Come on, past me, what are we doing? But yeah, trying to get those other endings. Fuck. So yeah, now I'm checking to make sure that when I fast forward, it skips the dialogue that I've already read. And also, I'm still recording this in post, by the way. I'm not just doing weird commentary over my live gameplay. Continue. There you go. Because I was unsure about what I needed to do. Look, oh, it's you. Okay, so now I'm just checking to make sure I've seen this dialogue before. But if I didn't, that fast forward thing would have been scratched out. So if I just hold it down, I can go ahead and just skip over all the dialogue I haven't already read and make her coffee, which is espresso, coffee, brew. Espresso, serve it. I had coffee twice today, just normal coffee with cream and sugar. It's always nice to just go out and... Okay, here we go. You were about to tell me about your meeting in the elevator? Oh yeah, that. Huh? Wait, I didn't tell you that. How did you know? Well, I was just guessing. No way a guess could be that specific. You're being very suspicious. Maybe you have another news source. I have no comment. I knew it, but I haven't told anyone about this. Oh wait, was it someone who saw me entering the elevator in a hurry? Theorize all you want. I won't comment on anything. Okay. I understand the importance of keeping sources confidential. So I'll pretend you never said anything. Thank you. Phew. So yeah. Where were we? You're planning to do something? Yes, that. It's not that I hate writing stories for the newspaper, you know. But it seems like the right time for something bigger. So, a novel. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and skip through the rest of this dialogue and just skip ahead. This clip I'm currently commentating over will likely end with me noticing that I've forgot to fucking turn the mic back on after my break, which I need to stop doing. It's the same thing that killed the Dark Souls LP. I have a Dark Souls Daughters of Ash Let's Play on the channel. I'm not going to be finishing that game, probably. I just don't like it. I don't like that mod of the game. Kind of ruins everything I like about Dark Souls normally. Maybe I'll go back to it one day when I'm in a better mood, but I'm just not in the mood to finish that kind of game right now. However, we made Lua her dark chocolate, so we'll serve her up that, and we'll go ahead and skip this. Oh yes, well, you're likely not watching this when it comes out, but on the off chance that someone who is watching this when it comes out, I will be continuing Metal Gear Solid 5, my challenge run of that game, after I finish Coffee Talk. So no worries. How long is this? Okay, 6 minutes. So this will not be an entire video, this will just be a small clip. So this ought to be fun. Christ. This is going to be I'm going to have to set up this. I'm going to have to doctor this footage ahead of time before I turn it into a proper video. So the compression's going to be a teensy bit weird with this because I'm going to have to process it multiple times. So it's likely going to come out looking kind of bad, and I'm really sorry about that, but I'll do the best I can with it. So I'm making him his coffee. I don't know what I try here, but I think I just try to feel out I think I just experiment a little bit with the latte art and feel it out, but I alt-tabbed here. Okay. But yeah, I experiment a little bit with the latte art and get a feel for it, and then I just, doodle. Make a little whatever, squiggly. I take the etch thing and I just stretch out the milk into the outer layers. Like a cloud, I think that's a cool feature of the game. It feels like the kind of thing meant for somebody who really is good at like art and stuff. Like games with like artistic and creative aspects in them do really well on social media because you can make something really cool in a game with a limited toolkit. That's really impressive. That's why I like Minecraft takes off so hard because you can make amazing things in that. But yeah, now we're skipping ahead again. I love the horns on Lua's phone. This conversation about their parents and stuff. I had a really strong negative reaction to Lua, and in retrospect, I don't know if I necessarily agree with it. I think it's just because I've dealt with so many people like her in my life that it just upset me to have to deal with her, Or to see someone deal with that same scenario, I have a personal bias. Made him his green tea latte. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I mess up a drink. Like, seriously. And here I changed the music to find Clair de Lune. I don't remember what Clair de Lune is called in this game, so... And it's not Clair de Lune, it's a mix of Clair de Lune. I always I don't know. My dad has a very strong opinion on music. He has the belief that, like, audio technicians, they're not really musicians, and the thing that really matters is... Like, if it doesn't come directly from an instrument or someone's voice, then it's not a real song, It's not real music. I wish he'd I think I should probably let him know that most music is so heavily doctored that it barely resembles its original form. At least in the audio sense. But for me, it's like... As long as the emotion and the feeling gets put across and what the artist is trying to create, be it done on a computer or done with wind chimes or whatever, as long as it comes out good, then it comes out good. Lemony Snippet right there. I like that name. It's a reference to a series of unfortunate events, which is pretty cool. Or the writer of a series of unfortunate events, which was a book series I really got into as a kid and really enjoyed reading. I need to find another book series to just pour myself into, because I was reading the Warhammer 40k book series, Eisenhorn, and I finished that. I finished the first half of that, and I'm waiting for more books to come out. So in the meantime, I need to find something to invest myself in. But we're going to go ahead and skip through Freya's dialogue here. And here we have the cop that I am notoriously bad at voice acting, because I don't want to give him a stereotypical voice. He's lactose intolerant, however, so we just give him a simple coffee and honey brew. I was trying to give him a kind of Bob Ross, not James Sunderland. I'm trying to give him like a Bob Ross-esque voice, and I couldn't really get it across in the beginning. So by the end, it just eventually does just default to like chef voice. Coffee. Give her espresso. There you go. I'm gonna go and skip over this dialogue again. I would love to see the outside. Like, I would love to see more games set in this world. Not just coffee talk, but like other visual novels of other professions that you can do in this world, perhaps. Or even like a video game in this world. I love the setting. I adore contemporary fantasy. like fantasy that has been injected into a modern setting. But like I don't want a real world setting like our world, but with a little bit of fantasy in it, like Harry Potter. I want a world that's like grown up with magic, where magic and technology work side by side, and it's just a normal thing, you know. But it's like our modern world, like this Final Fantasy 15, and well, Bright, the Will Smith movie, are the only things that come to mind when I'm thinking about this kind of setting. Maybe Warhammer 40k, but that's futuristic, you know, so I don't think it really counts. That's one of my things I dislike about Harry Potter, and it's okay, I don't dislike it. I understand it and why it has to be that way. Harry Potter does this thing where in Harry Potter, magic, like in a setting like Harry Potter, magic would be thoroughly understood by everybody. Like magic wouldn't be placed on a pedestal. It would be scientifically studied and understood, and everyone would know exactly how it works, and why it works, and where it works, you know? But because it still has to be magic and not just, you know, what the fuck is it? Well, like there's a line in Thor that kind of explains what I'm talking about, and it's that you call it magic, we call it science, or we call it magic, you call it science, but really they're one and the same. The problem with Harry Potter is that they don't. In that world, if they were to study magic to the level that they do, it would basically just be science. Cue me screaming. Christ. I think I'm gonna mute the video because I just heard I just heard myself screaming. It scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Alright, well, I guess that's the end of that.